So you're in the kitchen. How smart are your pans? Yes, your pans. We talk a lot about smart home everything these days. Well, here in Las Vegas, we ran across some pans that are pretty smart. Prachi is the CEO of SmartyPans. Hey, Prachi, welcome into Tomorrow. How are you?
Hi, I'm good.
Good. Tell me about the company, first of all, and then let's get into the product.
Sure. So we make sustainable cookware. The most important thing for us is to give people the freedom to cook the way they want to, but be able to track nutrition without actually going through that tedious process of weighing and measuring everything. And I'm a nutritionist who loves to cook, so I want people to do the same. Track their nutrition without my assistance and just enjoy the cooking process.
And as the founder and CEO of SmartyPans, obviously you realize what you said, nobody wants to be tracking calories and weighing everything, and how boring is that? Just enjoy your food. Well, this does it for you, you say. Now, how does that work?
So there are two ways it works. I'll just show you the app here.
Okay.
So let's say you want to, record your own recipe. All you do is connect the pan to the app and start adding ingredients. And what happens is the pan has a temperature and weight sensors in it. So based on what ingredient you add, it will record all the instructions, the recipe instructions. We also have the ability to sense like flipping and turning and tossing and all of that. So this is how the recipe instructions look like.
So there's step-by-step instructions. Give us an idea for those listening and watching the video, for that matter, about an ingredient that you would put in the pan, and then what happens?
So for instance, let's say you just start with oil. You add in all you do is talk to the app and say oil.
And you'd say that I added 3 tablespoons of oil or something.
You don't have to.
Not even?
No, you don't have to, because the pan has the weight sensors, so it knows exactly how much oil you added. It knows if it's heated enough. And now let's say if you added chicken in it, and if you're chicken pieces and you're just stirring, it knows you're stirring it. It knows. So all of that instructions are automatically recorded. And once you're done recording, it also shows you nutrition information in real time.
Okay, so now we're seeing, let me turn the app toward Chris and the camera. If you're listening on the radio, have no fear. Visit intotomorrow.com and you're going to see the videos of all the radio interviews here at CES in Las Vegas, our 25th year on the air as we launch. And there's so much to talk about. So in this case, on the radio, we're telling you there's 43% of proteins, 29% of carbs, 21% of fat. Now, this is all coming from the SmartyPan once you simply told it what you added, but it determines the content.
Right. And we also, you can actually connect to your fitness trackers, so you don't really have to do any of that manual process at all. So it does all the tracking for you.
Now, it looks like a different part of a pan or kind of another bowl. Is this something that's interchangeable, and why would you change it?
Okay, so there are it's just, so it's a detachable cooking insert. So basically what it does is, let's say if you are baking something, and we have weight sensors, so you don't really have to measure anything. You just put everything in the pan, and the top pan can go into the oven. This is how you can bake. And also you can use the same pan for serving bowl. And because it is detachable, you can cook multiple recipes in the same pan. You don't really have to change utensils. So it's kind of minimalistic design. Yeah.
Now tell me about your relationship with Google and how you're integrating this, the information coming from them as a partner. Is that how that works?
Yeah. So the other way the one feature that I just explained was recipe recording. Now all these recipes, as you see on the app, are all user generated. Now what you do is, let's say if I want to just learn how to cook or learn a new recipe, like here for instance we are looking for a keto recipe. You just select a recipe and you start cooking, and the app, with Google Voice, you can actually get all the instructions, okay, you're ready to add the ingredient, move on to the next ingredient, how much ingredient to add, what's the next ingredient. So you don't really have to look into the app. It's just just voice based. So you just really just customized instructions based on like whatever you are doing in the pan. So if you really, it can also tell you like lower the heat, increase the heat, stop adding the ingredient, move on to
If
the
it's that smart, why doesn't it lower the heat itself?
well, what's the
Version 2?
no? What's the fun? You
What's
know?
the fun? Okay.
I mean, we want people to enjoy the cooking experience, you know, and this is like instead of like constantly looking into an app and just like, okay, is it done or what? Like, you know, we are just like letting the app talk to you and enjoy the cooking experience, you know.
I do like that idea too, especially if the app is telling you what ingredient to add next and how much of that ingredient, so you end up with a perfect recipe.
Right, exactly.
Is it available now?
Yes,
And for how much?
$229.
Okay, so for the cook in your family that thinks they have everything, they don't have a SmartyPans yet. So for $229, you can get them that, available at your website, I'm sure, as well?
Yes, that's correct. SmartyPans.io.
All right, SmartyPans.io. And we'll link you there too. You'll see what Prachi and her team are working on a regular basis when you visit us at intotomorrow.com. Good luck here at the show. Cool product that you have, and keep making smarty things for the kitchen.
Thank you.
Again, SmartyPans.io. I'm Dave Graveline. We continue bringing you further into tomorrow for 25 years. Here in Las Vegas, I'm Dave Graveline on the Advanced Media Network.